All right. How's it going, everybody? Which corner should I go in? All right, let's just do it here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I started it so I could see through me. That's actually pretty smart. Look what I did. Welcome to the Twitch stream tonight, folks. We're playing some PSO. But we're not playing PSO 2 New Genesis. No. We're playing PSO 2 Classic. The start game in PSO 2. Because, personally, I prefer PSO 2 quite a bit compared to the New Genesis. I've been playing more PSO 2 than New Genesis by quite a bit. I think it plays more classic. What the fuck's that battery life? Oh shit, I gotta feed my mag, don't I? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. How do I do that? Mags. Let's see. Mag. Feed items. Alright, let's do this. I got a lot of stuff here. Can I do other items? Let me do a moon atomizer. Sure. Good job. It's back up to energy now. It's cool that you can feed it more than just moon atom, or you know. I don't know what this stuff is. There we go. There it is. Now it's back up to 99%. Good. Good, Mag. Good, Mag. Oh, that's funny. I can see how many hit points I have, but just barely. Luckily, I can see through my thing. So this is PSO 2. We're back to playing more of this game. This game feels more like the original Phantasy Star Online. And Jay will be joining us in just a second. He is actually quite a bit more familiar with this game than I am. We're both noobs, though, big time. So let's see, can I equip weapons yet? No. What the hell I'm doing? Oh, that's the rifle, okay. So, I don't need a rocket launcher. What's the elbow launcher? It's quite a bit more powerful. Well, anyway. Equip armament. Okay, so I gotta use skill range. What is this now? I don't have any skill range. I am learning just along with everybody else. Sub-power. Oh, this is that, oh yeah, the sub-palette. That's the shortcuts to stuff. Okay. Alright, friend list, I got Jid the Glambot. Party commands, alliance commands, mail, nearby characters. That's cool. There are some nearby characters. Hey, anybody hanging out tonight in the chat, by the way, or just watching the stream in general, we had a fun night tonight playing some Newtopia 2, getting a little bit further. From what I understand, there's only 4 more dungeons left. We've gotten through 5 in 3 streams. Tonight, I got through 2 dungeons. Did I get through 2? No, I got through 3. Because I did the frog boss, the octopus boss. Oh, maybe it was just 2 then. Yeah, and I'm about to do the 3rd one. I think I was reading up a little bit. I think I know how to get there, but it's going to take a little bit of effort for sure on getting on that game. Should be able to beat it next week, though, is my guess. Streaming next week's going to be a little different. I didn't really talk too much about that. I gotta go talk to people, I assume. But yeah, the next week, Tuesday, I'll be streaming potentially from a different location because I'm going to be on the road a lot next week. A lot. And yeah, next Tuesday night I'll probably stream. Thursday night I most likely will not. I'm going to be... What is this personal shop? Oh, yeah, I don't have a... Yeah. Anyway, but next week, Friday and Saturday, I'm running something called the Ragnar. It's a relay race in central Wisconsin, and it's going to be a lot of work. I'm running, I think, 20 miles in 24 hours. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Practice quest certification. Okay.
You'll have to excuse me.
Well, where do I go now? Let's go look around. Oh. I like how there's a lot of space here to do things. I love this hub world. It's more fun than just running around in a city and then going outside and getting annihilated.
Huh. Goodbye.
Once you leave the town and there's just monsters everywhere. This game plays more like PSO1 did. And I like that. Another Visiphone? But once we figure out what's going on, Jay will connect and we can go and do a mission or something. So that sounds fun. But yeah, the usual way that Phantasy Star Online works, and I prefer it quite a bit, is you're in a hub world, you talk to people, you can do whatever you want, kind of, and then you and a party goes off and does their thing.
Goodness. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Superstar. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I was just rambling on about Phantasy Star and all the fun and excitement that comes along with Phantasy Star.
Welcome.
I love Phantasy Star. PSO2.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Let's try to find...
Take care of yourself out there.
Big load.
Hello.
Big
So
load. You're not
long.
anywhere near me.
How am I not? I'm here. I'm walking around. And stuff.
Oh, you're on a different block. I'm transferring to your blocks. You want me to go over this with you, so if this ever happens to you, I can fill
What
out
would you
a
like
book
to do?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
so that we can do this live on stream.
Feel free to
Good.
stop
That
by
sounds
anytime.
Welcome to our
glamorous.
shop.
Tell me more
So,
right now.
followers, right now on this game, press the option. If you're playing on on PlayStation,
I'm here if you need me.
press the options button.
Yes.
Go over to friend list, which is 3 over.
Yes.
To the right. And then you see how it says Glambot, PN, whatever, it's blinking.
Yep. You're in the ARCS lobby on B004.
Yep. So then you press X, and a menu comes up, and at the very bottom it says transfer to this block.
Do you want me to transfer to your block?
I'm about to hit X.
You've been using brand X.
Oh, try coming to me. Your block is full.
Well, I'll tell you what, Skeeve. I will transfer your block. I tell you what, Skeeve. I'm transferring to your block, and I'm gonna. You know what? And you're gonna like it. All right, I'm here, Glab. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We were talking about things that affect people. You want to know what affects me more than weed or drinking or anything like that?
What's that?
Caffeine.
Really?
Holy yes. I am 100% never a user of caffeine. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink pop, soda, whatever you want to call it. I don't drink any energy drinks or anything. But when I do take caffeine or I do have a coffee, today I had a coffee, I am wired. Like, woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. That affects me big time. I'm standing next to you now. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. What is the correct way to apologize about my weight? Sorry. I'm big.
You don't have to apologize about your weight.
I feel like a 7. in the size of a 6.
I'm excited, big load.
What do I do? Party commands, or what do I do? I don't remember what to do. Friends list? Oh, accepted. I don't remember what to do.
Didn't it just pop up?
Yeah, I mean it did. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Is it... I didn't accept yet. How do I accept?
Alright, I sent another one.
This is interesting to me. Do I have to unapprove... Wait, what the fuck? Do I have to turn off, like, a different one? Quest or whatever? My quest?
I don't think so, because it's not giving me a...
Oh, yeah,
saying...
Yeah, I'm already in a quest. So what the fuck? Party? Oh, join party. There we go. That is goofy. It should just pop you straight into it and say, like, would you like to join this quest? And then you say, yes, I'd love to join this quest. What's Glambot doing?
Which quest would you like?
Quest would you like?
I look forward to your next visit.
We're going to do a special one since we're on a live stream.
Live stream. Hello, friends. Hello, it is I, the Turbo Ginsu.
Turbo Ginsu.
Woohoo! It slices and dices and cuts it into 3 different. Whoops. Keys.
Alright, I'm picking a mission for us because it's a special broadcast. So I got a special mission.
Oh my. I feel excited.
Let's see if we can do it.
Chichen Itza.
Already up.
Party on, Wayne.
Oh, that's stupid.
What, am I not high enough level yet?
No. It's that only I can do them. Like when you get bonus quests, it's like a solo thing.
Oh man.
You want to go fight some robot spiders?
Let's do it! Spider time. Let's do this robot spider fun.
Friends only.
Friends only.
Hi.
FarmersOnly.com. Wait, what's the shopping plaza?
It's up one. Up one level. You've never been up there?
I don't know. Is it steps? Can you take the steps or the...
It's a telepipe.
I really don't think I have.
Well, after this mission, there's got us a mission. You want to go up there?
Let's do it.
Alright.
Do we go to the gateway ship?
This hall.
Alright, let's go to the gateway ship where we can be hidden and be safe. We should do a mission to Galaxy M. And do a Galaxy M Phantasy Star Online crossover. What would be your favorite character in Galaxy M? What is Galaxy M, by the way? We should tell our fans and our listeners what they're wondering. Probably.
I took an allergy pill, so it's really hard to kind of explain in layman's terms what Galaxy M is if people would understand.
Well, what if? Just hear me out here. So I know of 2 races in the world of Galaxy M, the science fiction universe that's been kind of floating around in your brain waves for the last 30 years. But like, there's the Dumerians and the Cluclonians, from what I recall.
Yep.
And a bit of their alien race and species were created in a few different, or actually used and created and referenced in a few different JPD movies. One being Galaxy M, of course, which came out in 2 different variation movies. It was M9000, which was a spoof like Spaceballs to Star Wars, which was a spoof of Galaxy M, M9000, A Space Oddity. And then there was also Pteropod, which was a series of shorts that were basically about an escape pod that was lost in space over the span of like 20 years. And so, but I remember in the movie Aberrations, you had mentioned that the alien race that was invading humans or abducting humans was not a Cluclonian or a Dumerian, but an alien race that had somehow been connected with those races.
Yes, I did.
And I'm just curious now. Were the aliens that were in Aberrations, which were very much so resembling of the classic American, well, not American, but the aliens that a lot of people have depicted over billions of years here on Earth, were they a part of the Dumerian nation?
No, those aliens are total in the universe I wrote.
Jesus Christ, they seem to be one that. Yeah, dude. I'm down again. God damn it, dude.
Are there more baddies? I can't see any more baddies.
Yeah, I can see them. They're rough. Well, it's because I'm slow in picking them up. But
I seriously can't see anything.
No, they're gone now. They're fine. I just killed them. That is something that this game seems to be a little behind on, is when you... And it's even weird, too, because in the original PSO, that didn't happen. Is when you see monsters that no one else can see because they're like, I don't know, trying to even it out so everyone gets the same shot at some of the experience or whatever, but... That's weird. This dude is weird. But I still have... Oh, fuck, what is that? What is that, Jay? Can you see that?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
fuck,
like...
that's a big guy. Yep. Got more. Okay.
Shit.
There we go. Drop something cool? Drop nothing, that's great. Yeah. It was a good stream tonight. I'm pretty happy with the progress in Newtopia. Finally got through a couple dungeons. Happy playing some PSO tonight too. It's great. Gonna sleep in tomorrow and start my work day right at 8 o'clock probably, so I'll just... so we were talking a little bit about Friday night gaming too, right?
Yeah.
What if, though, when I get on the game, it might be late. Like, I was just thinking about that. Like, I have a game that I'm going with Preston to, but the kickoff's at like 7, and we were talking about staying there until like 8 or 9, and then it's a 3-hour drive home. So I might be late.
Well, if it happens, and the world will be great.
Alright. You had said something about Friday or Saturday morning you were going to go to a game, though, right?
Oh yeah, Saturday morning my son has Saturday football.
Yeah, so...
See, look at those robot fighters, isn't that cool?
That is really cool. Stay cool.
Arnold. I love Arnold.
Yeah, but he was not a good Mr. Freeze.
Oh, wait. Travel this way a little.
First Gotham, then the world. You know, and I get it. It's like Batman, and they're allowed, you know, to be kind of campy and everything. And it's like, let's not forget where this came from. You know, in the '60s, how campy Batman was, and whatever. But Batman and Robin, I should say, it is one of the roughest movies to try to sit through.
I know, it's not even entertaining. It seems like it's just a hashtag of scenes so that they had like toys to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for real, you're right. It's terrible. It's terrible. I was so mad at that movie. That and Mortal Kombat Armageddon, I think, are like two of the worst sequels that I've ever experienced. And I think it's the thing too. It's like movies can be terrible, and there's billions of bad movies. I love bad movies. I love bad movies just as much as anybody does. But when it's a sequel to a beloved franchise and it's fucking campy and stupid, and they've just like lost all of the charm and brilliance of the originals, that is what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because when people, you know, some of the movies that I enjoy the most are terrible, and I fully understand that it's terrible, but I enjoy the aspect of the fact that it was intended to be awesome, but somehow they've missed the boat so bad. Jay, I fucking see a Hilda-Bear.
Yeah, right.
Nah, it's something. It's just like one. It's carrying something. It's fucking massive. Come wherever I am, please come back.
Whoa!
It's Jesus Christ.
Let's play this thing.
Yeah, I'm attempting it! I'm gonna die. This thing's gonna fucking kill me. Oh fuck, I'm jumping off a cliff now. Oh my god, what do I do? Spiders everywhere. Oh, Jesus balls. But what I was saying, before I got scared by the hill there,
Alright, he's dead.
okay, cool, you're awesome, dude. Is like...
Completed!
No. I love movies that are terrible. It's literally one of my favorite things to do is watch movies that I know are genuinely bad. I think of all the movies that I have on Laserdisc, you know, think of like Judge Dredd, right? Judge Dredd in the 90s, when we were kids, we have good memories of it because it was a fun time, but when you watch it, it is a pretty tough movie to sit through because it's just really not good. But like that, that is a movie that I enjoy to watch just because it's a one-off. It was a Stallone version of Judge Dredd that he just obviously didn't know anything about the character. He produced the goddamn movie and he just wanted to do another Stallone movie, you know, basically it's like worst acting and just the worst characters and whatever, but I still enjoy it. But like, if in the 90s, if there was a series of very, very, very good Judge Dredd movies, say this was like, there's 2 awesome Judge Dredd movies and everybody's like on the par of like a Mad Max movie, you know, or like, you know, Demolition Man, you know, or something like that, and we were like, oh man, that was so fucking good. And say the 3rd Judge Dredd movie came out, and it was that one. We would all have said, like, wow, did they miss the fucking boat? Like, wow, did they fuck that up? Like, what happened? You know, it ruined the series. And so, like, Batman and Robin, had that been the only Batman movie that was ever released, we'd probably be like, God, that was so bad. Remember how fun that was, though? And, like, God, we were like, well, we watch it, whatever. Like, I don't know.
No,
it just didn't...
I totally get what you're saying.
It just didn't have anything to live up to sometimes, you know, and it's like when movies are following up other ones, that's the hardest for me to understand, because like Mortal Kombat, I mean, some people will say it was campy and ridiculous and stupid, but I love that 1995 release of Mortal Kombat. I love the soundtrack, I love the action, I thought the sequences were fun, I thought all the actors they cast were perfect. Like, I loved it. It was like one of my favorite action movies of the 90s. And that fucking sequel they did is rotten. Like, it's just junk. But had it been a standalone thing, I probably would have been like, oh, that's a pretty cool movie. It's based on a, you know, a campy video game series. Like, I don't know. But that the sequel they did that was, I think, straight to HBO. I don't even remember anymore. Which I think was just called Mortal Kombat. That was a really good movie.
The most recent one?
Yeah, that was a good movie. I heard they're going to do a sequel to it too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was. That one wasn't bad. This most recent one wasn't bad. You know, my main thing is I've lost faith with Mortal Kombat just with how
over the top and gory it is. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, it's and the fatalities are brutal. It's like I don't feel comfortable letting my kids.
That's what I mean. Like you do a fatality and like somebody slides. You know what I mean? If you cut them in 2, they slide apart. It's gross.
Yeah. Or like.
This is my opinion.
Are you in the next? Did you go in the next area, Jay? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you?
Yeah, I don't mean to offend anybody, but that's just my taste. I think it's vile. Like when those fatalities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it's like some character like puts a saw blade on the ground. And then they do a curb stomp of their opponent into the saw blade, and it shows everything, and it's gory details, and it's just like, I'm a little uncomfortable with that. Like, right. I mean, I can watch it, and I kind of don't want to watch it, but I really don't want my kids to see it. Like, that's just fucked up, and it's just, I don't know. Sometimes even movies like that make me feel uncomfortable, so I'm kind of a wuss like that.
Movies like that definitely make me uncomfortable.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid and I saw the second Chainsaw Massacre, and I thought it was fucking disgusting. Oh shit! Oh fuck! I'm dead.
Whoa!
What are these things? Whoa! What are these things?
Yeah, I got one. The other one?
I'm detecting a suspicious reading.
Oh no!
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, now we got it. Good job, dude. Movies like that really make me uncomfortable too. It's just too much. Yeah, Cupcake, I agree. It's like, I don't know, but that's a tough one too, because sometimes I'm not going to say I like them and prefer to watch those, but sometimes there's really, really nasty, gory movies that I think are fucking awesome too.
Whoa, there's like a mech here.
Oh god. Oh god.
You see it?
Hold on, I'm killing some spiders. Mech. Holy fuck, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know, like, when I was a little kid, I did not like the trauma movies, like, at all. And they are gory and ridiculous and awful. But now, as an adult, I think they're fucking awesome. But because they're campy and they're practical effects in the 70s and 80s, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty but they're terrible movies. Like, there's legitimately in the what is it? That's the Toxic Avenger, right? That fucking movie. There's these bad guys, and they're just bad guys. They're bad teenagers that are just meant to be evil because they're evil. They don't really have any rhyme or reason other than they're probably like, oh yeah, okay, so in It, where he bit George's arm off, it was like, whoa, that was unexpected. But yeah, that is some fucked up stuff, for real. I thought the most uncomfortable scene in It was this first scene in the second movie, where those guys, they're like, hey, you fucking, they say a bunch of bad things, and there's this couple of men, and they're like, hey, they say a bunch of like, really nasty slurs at them, and they fucking beat the shit out of him so hard, and they throw him off a bridge or whatever, and then it's down in the water, and he like kills him or whatever. I thought that was probably the most uncomfortable scene in all of that, both movies. Mm-hmm. I hated that scene actually, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. That's enough for me to not want to watch the rest of the movie. That's what I thought. So I really hated that
scene in the giant naked old lady scene.
Oh yeah, that was pretty gross. Yep. But in Trauma, in the Toxic Avenger, the first Toxic Avenger movie, there's these people, there's these guys, they're like, I think they're high schoolers even, they might be like 16 or 17-year-old, and they're just awful people. And there's no real reason for them to be awful other than just they're awful people. And like, there's a scene where they're driving around and the bad guy's like, I want to run over a dog, or I want to run over a cat, or something like that. And they see this little kid playing on the side of the road, and they're like, let's fucking run over that kid. And they're like, yeah, and then the girls in the back are like, yeah, do it, this is awesome. And the kid's like playing or whatever, and he's like, his ball rolls into the street. And so these guys are like, yeah, we're gonna fucking kill him. And they use these practical effects of like a kid getting ran over, and they like run over his head, and it just squishes his brains out and all this stuff, and it's like, oh my god, is this awful. Like,
what movie was this?
The Toxic Avenger.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, so, remember, those trauma movies are so gory and over the top that they're all rated X. Like, every one of them is rated X. And so, because they're rated X for porn and for the violence. And so there's a scene, and then they run over the kid, and he's like he's spitting blood all over and whatever, and he's like, oh, and then they're like, wait, he's still alive, run him over again, and then they run him over, and it's like, it's basically like running over a watermelon. It just splats the brains everywhere. And so they're like, oh, that's fucked up. Well, while they were doing that, the girls in the back, they were all like, oh, this is making me so horny or whatever. And they're like, yeah, fucking run over the kid. And so they like take pictures with their Polaroid cameras, and they're like looking at the pictures and stuff. And they're like, this is so great, we killed this boy or whatever. And then there's a scene later in the movie where a girl is sitting in a sauna, and she's like sitting there naked, and then she's like, oh, I'm so horny right now. Why is the teleporter unavailable?
Didn't you teleport with me?
I did not. Oh, hold on. Oh, I did not. Oh shit, is this a boss or something?
Yeah.
So she's sitting in a sauna, and she's like, I'm so horny. So she pulls out pictures of the kid they killed, and it's like she starts fingering herself while she's looking at pictures of the boy who they killed.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's Traumaville. That's Toxic Avenger. That's what the real Toxic Avenger was like in the 80s when people were like all geeking out over it. And there's a series of movies like that. Yep, it's pretty fucked up. Explaining that scene to people is hard to understand why anybody would find that fun or funny or anything like that. but it's done in a way that's so goofy and over the top and stupid. It's supposed to shock you. It's supposed to be like, what? But all of the effects are terrible. The scene, the acting, the movie, everything is terrible. It can't be over the top ridiculousness. But that is Tromaville. That is true Tromaville Toxic Avenger. When people always say, like, those movies are super fucked up, it's because they are super fucked up. Like, they don't pull any punches. They are gore. It is the kind of shit that only a psychotic director would ever think of. Like, it is the most grotesque shit you can think of. Why can't I pick stuff up? Uh-oh. Is it because I'm out of items? Or space to pick up items?
Yeah, probably because you...
Shit. I'm at the max. Okay, so I gotta drop some stuff, or what I gotta do? Use it, or what?
Yeah, use it or store it. I think there's a way you can store from your item description.
Oh. So no copy then? Oh, deposit to storage. That's cool.
Yes, my friend. No copy.
So no copy then. Boom, got it. Alright, cool. Yeah, so and I've watched so somehow in someone's Laserdisc collection they get rid of those Troma movies, and I've watched those on Laserdisc. And when I first watched the Toxic Avenger, because I'd never seen him before, but I think I was a kid. When I was a little kid, my brother Leon, he had a lot of Toxic Avenger movies on VHS. But I remember walking in one time and I watched a single scene of one of those movies, and it grossed me out so much that I was like, honestly sick to my stomach. And that was it. I was like, I'll never watch another one of those again. So finally I built up the courage to watch one. And it's disgusting, and it's like, who would ever think of this stuff? But it's interesting to see some of the scenes and how they did the gore and the over-the-topness and just how fucked up it is. Like, it's not something I would ever say, yes, watch these movies because they're good. It's not something I'd ever say, like, yes, you'll learn something, or they're interesting, or they're entertaining. But it is something that I'm happy that I experienced just for the sake of experiencing them. Not recommending them. Not recommending.
Molly Touche used to have those behind the desk.
Yep.
Going to rent.
Yeah, there's full-on porn scenes in all of those movies, too. The Toxic Avenger himself, like, he is this scrawny little kid who gets dumped into a toxic vat and turns into a fucking superhero monster, right? And so he goes off and finds each one of these, like, kids, or these, like, punks that, like, brutalize the neighborhood and stuff, and he murders every one of them in horrific, gory ways like Jason would. So it's basically they took the idea of Jason or Halloween or Freddy Krueger and flipped it upside down, where a lot of times in those kind of movies, though, you're rooting for the monster because, monster, these kids deserve it sometimes or whatever because they're fucking stupid. But in this one, the kids are so fucking evil that you're definitely rooting for the monster to win. And he always fucking disembowels them, rips their heads off, like horrific things. But it's like revenge, it's just like, I know what you did to that little kid and I'm going to fucking rip your head off. And then, like, at the end of the first movie, I think he, like, runs over that one, the guy who was the driver. He runs him over with, like, a fucking, like a tank or something, and splats his brains all over.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, that's the Toxic Avenger. And I have that one, and then I have the first two Class of Nukem High movies, which are not at all like that, and I don't think anything really horrible happens in those movies. They're just fucking stupid. Like, it's just about this world in the future of, like, the 2005 or something like that, where the future is all toxic and everybody's been nuked and everybody's mutated and stuff, and there's just a high school. And it's all about the jocks and, like, the pretty girl and, like, people trying to have sex. And it's
really?
It's over the top and stupid. It's like Porky's, but in a weird post-apocalyptic future.
That's funny.
And the Toxic Avengers in that too. But only in, like, brief cameos. But it's the Troma movies, so he's got to be in every one of them. I'm like torn on it, because while I don't think they're good movies at all, they are something I'm glad I experienced, like I said before. But I don't know how I got onto this topic. We're playing PSO and we're having fun, and I'm like, let's talk about XXX movies.
Well, I mean, it's triple X because of the nasty gore. You know what I mean?
It's the gore, and then he just throws in the sex just so it'd be whatever. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy, my friend. What do we do now? Are you gonna show me the one thing?
Oh yeah, you want to go see the shop?
Yeah, let's do it. Do we go back this way or what? Penelope Cruz Jr. What?
Yes. Up to lobby.
I want to go up the stairs to the ship, and then we can call it a night or so.
Yes, sir. Board this ship.
So I'll go up in this elevator and then go to the shopping plaza.
I'm still telepiping. I'm still chugga choo chooing here, man.
What's this thing?
Okay, where is Yankee Doodle Dandy?
Oh, yeah. That's cool. So are there weapon shops and stuff up here, or what? Or what?
Oh, wait. Come back down here. You're in the shop area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so down here on the main level, there's some quest givers and item shops. I haven't found where you can upgrade updo your weapons yet, but...
So what is the shop area for? What do you do here?
Well, it's just like on...
Oh, I see. Okay.
The first stalls in the city of New Genesis. You know, you can,
Gotcha.
You can buy stuff, debuff yourself. There's trainers here that aren't available anywhere else.
What's a pet lab? What the fuck? You can have pets?
Yeah, you have to talk to... well, you have to be a higher level, but that's a certain class called a Harmonizer.
I'm gonna give it my best shot.
They use pets to fight.
Oh, well, you can... damn it. Fuck. You can enhance weapons at this item lab.
Where?
Yeah, so where I'm standing, this lab menu is enhance item, weapon transmutations, switch potentials, all kinds of stuff.
Which shop are you at?
Just come where I'm standing, Jay. Just look at me. It's right next... So there was the pet shop, and then there was the lab. Item lab is what it's called. Oh, yeah, you can just enhance your weapons here. I gotta figure out what weapons I even want to use, because I have so many now. I don't even know what's for me and what's not for me. I don't know. And then when I go to equip them, like half of them I can't even equip, so I'm like, what the fuck do I even have these for? And I get it. The original PSO was the same way, so it's just going to take me a minute to figure it out.
Okay.
And I've been playing the original PSO for 24 years now. 22 years, 23 years. So I get it. I'm familiar with that. Appraisals. Appraise items, huh? I don't have any items to appraise. Okay, that's cool.
That's where you go, that item appraiser is where you go if you get
what do you require?
A super rare drop that they have to you know what I mean? It's just random.
Oh, sure. So no coffee then? Hi. Really? Cool. What about these, the level 3 or level whatever, the finales, the flourishing, the ray blade shots, grenade rounds? What do I equip those or what? Cluster shots, strike gust?
That I don't really, Josh, know much about.
I look forward to your next visit.
The Ranger class.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because that's all unique to you.
Yeah, I forget. I'm a little different now.
Which outfit suits your fancy?
Well, I gotta buy some mine. I'll sell some mine. I gotta buy clothes, man. I got 40,000 Masada. I should be able to buy some clothes, man. Hey, I should buy the Siege Jaeger, an outfit equipable by males. Neat. I don't want to change my appearance, though. No, I don't want to do that.
You're always welcome.
We have plenty for you to peruse.
Well, I got us up to the ship, honey. I think I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, Clydesdale Glad, man.
I was fun playing this with you, and whoever's listening, later's on the Menjay.
Sounds wunderbar. I think I'm going to do the same, my kaleidoscope friend. Have yourself a good night.
Good night, Mr. Joshua Bear.
Good night, Mr. Pyle. Gomer Pyle.